Hi, this is Mark Watch from MTC Media, looking at the conference championship games for college football coming up. We're doing it on Friday instead of Saturday because of the Pac-12. We're going to start out with Oregon plus 2.5 against Utah, with the over/under being 57.5. Look, Utah just blew Oregon out just a few weeks ago. They beat them 38-7 at Utah. Oregon looked completely not prepared to play. But the one thing that gives me confidence in the Ducks is that they bounce back. And I know it's a rivalry game against Oregon State, but they bounced back against Oregon State. It's hard to think that Utah will beat them twice by that much. The line is only 2.5, but I'm going to go ahead and side with the Ducks plus 2.5. Kent State in Northern Iowa. Kent State's minus 3.5. Northern Iowa. Kent State versus Northern Illinois. My fault. Kent State's a 3.5-point favorites. The over/under is 74.5. Kent State beat Northern Illinois 52-47 earlier in the season. And that's one of those situations where Kent State raced out to a big lead, especially in the third quarter. And in the fourth, Northern Illinois kind of made it closer. And so the score was a 5-point difference, but Kent State had been up by double digits in that game. I like Kent State minus 3.5. Baylor is plus 5.5 against Oklahoma State. The over/under is 46.5. Baylor's won 3 in a row. They lost to Oklahoma State earlier in the season, 24-14. I like the Baylor Bears here, plus the 5.5 points. Alabama, plus 6.5 against Georgia, over/under 49.5. Georgia hasn't allowed an opponent to score in double digits in 4 of their last 5 games. But it's hard. You're getting almost a touchdown with Nick Saban. It's hard to go against Alabama plus 6.5 points. Roll Tide plus that 6.5 points. Wake plus 3 against Pitt in the ACC championship game. You guys know how I feel about Wake. You might have one of the best underhyped quarterback competitions in this game. You have Sam Hartman going against Kenny Pickett. Sam Hartman is probably not on a bunch of NFL boards. We all know that Kenny Pickett is. I've gone with Wake all year. Give me Wake Forest plus the 3. Last but not least, Iowa's plus 10.5 against Michigan. Oh, by the way, the Wake Pitt game, the over/under 71. Hey, deal with that the way you want to deal with that. Iowa is plus 10.5 against Michigan. Over/under is 43.5 for the Big Ten championship. Look, Iowa's won 4 in a row. They had back-to-back losses to Wisconsin and Purdue. That's their only 2 losses. Outside of that, they've run the table. Michigan's coming off an emotional home win against Iowa State. And this could go one of 2 ways. This could be the beginning. The Ohio State win could be the beginning of a magical run for the Wolverines. Or it could have been one of those games where you finally beat your rival and you come down. Don't know if Iowa has enough to beat Michigan. I do think that Iowa has enough to stay within 10.5. So I'll take the Hawkeyes. So here's my picks again. Oregon plus 2.5. That's, I'm going to admit to you, that's probably the one I have the least confidence in. Kent State minus 3.5. Baylor plus 5.5. Alabama plus 6.5. Wake plus 3. And Iowa plus 10.5. Those are my picks for the conference championship games. This is Marcus Washington from MTC Media.